going to work on the toddler size of this really sweet headband. It is the Sweet Daisy Earwarmer headband, and it's a baby size, toddler size for about 18 to 19 inch head circumference. And it's just a cute little earwarmer headband with a sweet little 5-petal flower. There, you can wear that in the center, you can wear it off to the side. It's just really your preference as to how you want to wear this cute little headband. And it's made with super chunky yarn, so it's really thick and warm, and it's really soft. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll move these aside. What you're going to need today is a pair of scissors, darning needle, stitch marker if you like to use those. And today I'm using an L 8mm crochet hook, and for this it's going to work up super fast because we're using a super bulky 6 weight. I'm using Lion Brand Yarns Woolies Thick and Quick for my head warmer or ear warmer headband, so we can get this done in less than an hour worth of work here. So let me find the end. Here we go. So we're going to start today with a foundation chain, a foundation half double crochet row of 30. So how you're going to do that is you're going to take the tail end of your yarn, you're going to place it between your 2 first fingers with your palm up, hold that with your thumb, wrap it around those 2 fingers, and you're going to insert your hook with your hook facing down under the first row there. Grab the second one and just pull it through. And then for our foundation half double crochet, we're going to chain 3, and we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into the first chain, yarn over, pull it through, and that's going to create our first chain as if we were doing 2 separate rows at the same time. So we're doing our chain row as well as our first row of half double crochet. We're going to pull through that first loop. That's going to give us our first V for our chain. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook, which is going to give us our first half double crochet. And it looks like I lost a piece of my yarn, so let me grab that up. There we go. Okay, so that's our first stitch. You can see that here on the underside of your work. So the next one we're going to yarn over. We're going to insert into that first V that we just made. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 1 to make our second V stitch. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And now we have 2 V stitches there. Yarn over, insert into the second one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. So now we've got 3. I don't know if you can see it with this chunky yarn. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you're going to keep going with the same foundation half double crochet until you have 30. Once you get to 30, we'll join back up and continue on making our Sweet Daisy earwarmer headband. Okay, so that's what I have so far. All right, so I've got my 30 here. To end this row, I'm just going to work, just work a quick chain 1, turn my work, and then I'm going to slip stitch to that first half double crochet of the round to form a circle. And then with my tail, just for confusion's sake, I like to just kind of work my tail in and out of a couple stitches, and then with my darning needle later on I'll go through and make sure that that tail is good and secure. But this just kind of keeps the shape of my ear warmer so that I'm not confused about which side is up. There you go. So I'm going to work for round 1 a single crochet in the same stitch as my chain 2. And if you're going to use a stitch marker, here's where you'll want to use it. You'll want to mark that first stitch there. And we're going to single crochet in each of the stitches around. So you will have 30 single crochets around at the end of this row, or at the end of this round. So real quickly, let me just do my 30. If you need to pause this video so that you can work your 30, go ahead and do so. But I'm just going to really quickly throw my 30 single crochets around in there. Get more yarn. And we're almost done. The best thing about this foundation half double crochet row that we just worked is that it's nice and stretchy. If you were to just do a regular foundation chain, it wouldn't have as much elasticity to it. So you would have to chain a little more, and then you would risk the rest of your head warmer being a little too loose. And I like it because it gives a good amount of stretch there. And it's getting twisted. There we go. Okay, so I'm almost done working this row of single crochets. Okay, one more. And then I'm going to slip stitch it to our first single crochet, taking care not to slip stitch it to our chain one, but to our first single crochet where we have our marker. Okay, and then for round 2, we are going to want to chain 2. And we're going to work a double crochet in the same stitch as our chain 2. Okay, and then so we're going to go ahead and place our marker in that stitch. So we're going to do our flower on this round. So we're going to do 10. Set 10 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoops, there we go, more yarn, 8, 9, and one last one for 10. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to start our flower now, our 5-petal flower. We are going to do a skip stitch here and a V-stitch into the next one. So we're going to skip this one, work a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into that same stitch. Okay, so now you have this V right here. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now to work our first petal. So for our first petal, we're going to treble crochet, which means wrap our yarn around our hook twice, working around that last stitch, that second leg of that V, and we're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, one more treble, wrap around twice, work around that leg, grab your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. We're going to chain 3, and then we're going to slip stitch it into that same space. So just wrap it around and slip stitch it. Work one more chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Treble crochet, wrap around twice. We're working around that same leg that we did our first petal in. Whoops. Grab your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, wrap it around, grab your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2, and then chain 3. So now what you have is you have the first 2 petals of our 5-petal flower. Let me put my hook back in my chain 3 here. And then that V-stitch that we made, we're going to work our slip stitch. So here's our V, and here's the stitch that we made our V in. So we're going to work a slip stitch in there for our chain 3. So just insert your hook behind, grab it, and pull it through. Tighten that up, and then chain 3. So I have my work kind of upside down now. We're going to work another petal, and this time we're going to work into that first leg of our V-stitch. So we're going to work our 2 treble crochets, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 3, slip stitch right in there, tighten that up, chain 3. Okay, so if you can see now, we have 3 petals. Got our chain 3, last set of trebles, so there's 1, 2, and 3, and then the last treble crochet on that leg, 1, 2, and 3, we'll chain 3. Okay, so as you can see now, we have 4 petals there, and so we're right side up again on our work. And now we have this chain 1 space. That was the chain 1 from our V-stitch. We're going to slip stitch into that chain 1. And you're going to chain 3. And we are going to work our 5th and final petal into that chain 1 space. So wrap around twice, treble crochet, wrap around twice, treble crochet, okay, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and slip stitch it to join. Okay, so let me pull out this so you can see. We now have 5 petals on our flower. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue working our double crochets behind the flower. We're going to go into the first stitch there and work our double crochet all the way around to the end there. Okay, so go ahead and finish up this round of double crochets, and I will join you back up in just a minute, okay? Okay, I've got all my double crochets in there. I'm going to slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round, remove my stitch marker, insert my hook, and slip stitch. Okay, so for round 5, we're going to chain 1 and work 1 single crochet in the same stitch as our chain 1. Place our marker into that first single crochet. There we go. And we are going to single crochet in 10. And it'll take us up to our flower. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. And then behind our flower, we're going to do a chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to pick up on the other side of our flower, and we're going to continue on with our single crochets all the way around to the end. Okay, so go ahead and work your single crochets all the way around. Right, so I'm at the end. Remove my marker, slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round to close. Okay, so for round 6, our last round, we're going to chain 2. We're going to work a half double crochet into that first stitch. If you'd like, go ahead and place that marker in there, and we're going to half double crochet in, whoops, I lost it. We're going to half double crochet in, let me redo that half double just so I can make sure it's right. In each stitch, whoops, and we're going to half double crochet 2 into the chain 2 space of our last round. So let's get to that chain 2 space, and I'll show you what I mean. If you have any confusion, then I can clarify that for you once we get there. So just go ahead and half double crochet. You should have 10 half double crochets before your chain 2 space. And that's not including your first half double crochet into the chain 1 that we started with. So if you're confused about whether or not that counts as a stitch, that does not. Okay, so we're almost there. One more stitch. Okay, so now behind our flower we have this chain 2 space here. 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then just continue on with your round until you get to the end. Okay, and I'll join you back up in just a minute. So there's your flower. Okay, I've just finished my last half double crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch to join. Pull that tight. I'm going to cut my yarn because I am done. There you go. You have a Sweet Daisy headband ear warmer, and this has some stretch to it. So this will fit, like I said, about a 18-19 inch head circumference. I have the pattern written in an infant newborn size, which is about a 16 inch head circumference, all the way up to adult, which is this one here. So there's 5 sizes, so there's a teen one in between, and you can modify this pattern really simply, really quickly by just chaining more or less at the beginning. But there you go, that's your pattern. Like I said, just weave in your tails and you're good to go. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button to be notified when new videos become available. Follow me on all my social media, and as always, happy hooking!